Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the ACC, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Volunteers will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick, bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believed they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a...
Tight end trying to get in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great catch and run for 6. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Complete to the left. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I'm starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football and making sure I was in bounds.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Reads it, fires complete. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. Off the RPO, complete. At midfield, he's got room. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Bishop. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Vols will hustle to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats.
Tennessee, 7, Cal, 0.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Shoots it to the left. On target over the middle. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. They'll run it from the gun. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Aguilar. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Volunteers.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's King. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Golden Bears will take over 1st and 10.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back on the option to give.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
That's caught. It's Bishop. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
I love the job by the receiver there on the crow route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet at you, there's a lot of guys that would be hesitant and they would want to wait for the ball. Not this guy. He went and attacked it and secured the catch.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Never a doubt. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And the Golden Bears will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They'll open the second half with a run. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pulls it in on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking them.
The Vols are flying down the field. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the grab. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols! And the punishment has been extended. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
Cal, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's King. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
They'll run play action. Got a man in the middle. That's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hands. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the first down.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense, and that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. To the air. It's Aguilar. Spits it out to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
1st and goal, Tennessee.
They'll go to the air. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 9.
And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
Man, no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
He'll bring it out. It's King. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his...
Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Cal! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you, and man, it's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Unloads quickly. At the 35, he's loose. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Makes the grab on the left. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Got it behind the line. It's Staley. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Fires it incomplete. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in, it's King. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Unloads to the right. He makes the catch. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
And first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line.
Music now! Music now!
They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. The 20. The 10. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one,
They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Cal, 14.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Take over. First and 10.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Throws for the tight end. And they're not on the same page there.
and how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
Wide open downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
And the Vols are in the hurry-up.
Brings up second down.
Second down, he'll throw it. They're working that left side. Turning it on. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking downfield on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat, face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.